Hi guys, welcome to this video about the outbreak of the Wuhan coronavirus and what I think we should prepare, or how do I think we should prepare in the US. I mean, we see these reports now more and more coming here. We have CNBC. We need to prepare for US outbreak of Wuhan coronavirus, and at the moment I think we have really only very few information about this virus. China is probably blocking from a lot of information at the moment, or they do not know how it really is. They do not know everything, how it spreads out, how fast it spreads out, how deadly it is, and so we have very few information about that. And why am I making this video? This is, I think, a little bit similar to like the arrival of a hurricane in Florida. I live since about 6 years in Florida, and I have experienced now a couple of these hurricanes, and this looks for me like a little bit similar. I mean, of course it's not the same, but we see something coming into our direction, but we don't know if it will be a full hit or just coming close, and when will it come, how strong will it be, what will be the effect, and so on. So this is regarding a lot of things very similar, and the problem is what I'm especially talking about now is the what you have to buy, how to prepare, how to stockpile. This is also a big topic every time a hurricane comes, and this is some I think a lot of people are underestimating the impact of these things, because it looks like at the moment we hear it every now and then. Of course, hospitals are preparing, but not much apart from that. I'm going to show you a couple of other pages you can see here as well. Hospitals advised to prepare for dealing with Wuhan coronavirus. This is all US information as well. US prepares as coronavirus outbreaks continue. So you think, okay, there's nothing to do. We hear it just every now and then a little bit in the news, but nothing which really affects us. Just maybe 5 or 10 cases or suspected cases in the US, and not much going on. But it could be that the virus has already spread out, and like the time before it really outbreaks could be pretty long. So that's the problem with that. So in a sudden it could spread out really fast and really unexpected. And the thing is, when you go currently to, let's say, Amazon, and you type in here Amazon antiviral face masks, you will see that it's already super hard to get them really fast. Most of these things here, I would say about 90%, have a delivery time of end of February or into March. So I think if you do need to travel, if you have to go to your office on a daily basis, if your children have to go to school on a daily basis, I mean, this is definitely something you have to think about. Maybe at some point they will say, okay, you're still allowed to go into public, but you have to wear some kind of mask, otherwise you are not allowed to go into public, or you are not allowed to go to the office, or you're not allowed to go to school or university or whatsoever if you're not having a mask. And if it's not available anymore, then you're out of luck. And I heard about that Walgreens, CVS and other local stores, they already run out of this supply. And usually when I think back to hurricanes, sometimes it gets a long time till they can restock. You can't expect that it will be restocked just the next day. I have seen a couple of the things which are, or which seems to be still available, like in next couple of days, and even some cheap ones. Here is one, I think, but I do not make any recommendation. I mean, that's just the one which I have bought. Looks pretty cheap, 50 of these masks, and they even say it is against viruses. Yeah, here we have it, medical blue for influenza protection, filters out bacteria, dust, pollen and smoke. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to make a good decision in such short amount of time, and I just know that there are different levels, especially when it comes to professional masks. There are different levels of certification, and some are better and some are not. But of course, the most difference is just if you have something or you don't have something. I would say, yeah, it's just my thinking. If you have something, that will probably anyway filter out 99%, no matter what you have, how thin it is. It's much better to have at least something which does not have certification instead of having nothing. And I've heard that these famous 3M masks, which a lot of people are using for business, like for doing some working, and so these are not proof for antivirus and antibacteria. But I really have no information about that, but you have to think about such things. So let's talk about other products like food and medication and like things for your pets, like food for your pets. I mean, especially for children and so on, it can be really important to have all these things stocked up, because there's one thing based on my experience. When we have this stock, let's say that's a simple thing, the graphic, I mean the drawing is really bad. Let's say at the moment we have such amount of something you really need, and yeah, it looks good at the moment, whatever it is, water or something like that in the supermarket. And yeah, then we hear something is coming, like usually you hear the hurricane, but here we have, of course, we are talking about the virus. People are a little bit buying, but it doesn't look too bad, and you think, okay, I have a couple of days. Let's say we have the days. Yeah, you think, okay, you have 2 or 3 or 4 days left till the supply goes down, so I have still plenty of time to buy. No, you probably don't have this time, because this is why. And this is exactly how it is with the hurricanes. You see something's coming, okay, you know it could come, but nobody really tells you, okay, it's careful, you have to be prepared. And then overnight, maybe, or during the day or whatsoever, they change the track and the forecast, and in a sudden the government tells you, oh, your area could be affected. Are you really prepared? And whenever it is, a couple of hours later, the supply will go down almost to zero. I can really tell you that. That's the really bad thing. It will go down in a sudden. I mean, this could be hours when it really goes down like crazy. People are freaking out when they hear that. Let's say CNN comes out and tells, yeah, maybe we don't know if there will be enough water or whatsoever, or a certain kind of food or medication or gas or whatsoever. People will freak out in a matter of hours. I can tell you, this has happened here in Florida all the time. I mean, you hear something is coming, no, everybody stays calm, nothing to worry, yeah, everything good, and then it suddenly changes, and they say, okay, are you prepared? And then it takes 2 hours, and all the shelves are empty. That's absolutely crazy, and this is something you have to think about. I'm not telling you, okay, leave everything now and run to the supermarket and buy everything what you can get. No, actually not, but you have to set a little bit priorities. Maybe there are things which are really important for you, for your children, for your pets, like certain foods, certain like medication or whatsoever. Make sure that you have the really important stuff. I mean, it's not exactly like a hurricane. With a hurricane, usually the real problem is you don't have enough bottled water, you don't have gas, you don't have electricity. These are the things which I expect to be around, but you never know for sure. I mean, if workers cannot go to work and restock gas or whatsoever, I mean, there could be crazy things which you never would expect. You better be prepared. I can really tell you, this can really catch you in a really bad moment. Let's say they tell this almost overnight. You wake up and it's almost too late to buy, because there are always people around. They have time 24 hours, and when they hear that, they will go, they will freak out, they will buy whatever they get, no matter how much they need. They will go to the store and buy literally everything. I mean, sometimes there are limitations, but sometimes when they come with these limitations, it's already too late. Or you are at work and yeah, I mean, information comes out in the morning and you have to work till 6 o'clock and till you leave the office, and you think you can buy it if you're on the way home. Yeah, it could be definitely too late. So that's it for now. I think yeah, about 10 minutes is enough for the moment. If I have something, maybe other news, something like that, I will keep you posted. So that's it for now. I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments or better solutions or whatever, just write everything down into the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.